Hey guys, welcome to another one of the how-to brew videos for Pete's Coffee and Tea. Like I promised, I'm going to be doing a demo on the Sowden Soft brew method. So, got my water just finished up boiling. So I'm going to start by setting a timer to bring the water down from boil for 1 minute. So first things first, I've already preheated my carafe, so that's always a good idea to set up a good environment for your coffee to brew in, because you don't want this to be too cold to begin with, because when you add your hot water into it, it will cool down a little faster than probably what you prefer. So I have my pre-measured coffee and freshly ground for that. Recommendation for Pete's is 2 tablespoons of coffee for every 6 ounces of water, which works out perfect for this because recommendation for the soft brew is 10 tablespoon scoops, and max line being roughly about 30 to 32 ounces of water that will fit into here. And there's actually a line inside of the metal mesh that will tell you how far to fill it up. So first thing you're going to start off is by adding your freshly ground coffee in there. And the timer's about to go off on this. So, like most brew methods, you're going to want to start off by just adding just a little bit of water over the top to initially start the saturation of the grinds. The reason why you only add a little water to begin with is because you want the coffee to prime, to bloom in a sense, allow for some of the degassing process to happen. So after you do that, go ahead and add the rest of your water. The recommended time for the soft brew method is anywhere from 4 to 8 minutes. So it's really going to be up to your own preference as to what you prefer for your own flavor style. So, make sure you have all your water in there. Recommends that you give your coffee a little stir, so that way your saturations of your grinds is to its full potential. Right. So a little something about the Sowden method, or sorry, the Sowden brewer, but the soft brew method, is that it's supposed to promote a brewing style that's going to be the least invasive, or better yet, the least abrasive for brewing styles. So some of the things they say is that you're not dealing with a pulled coffee or a pressed coffee or a squeezed coffee or a squished coffee. Their philosophy, Sowden, I believe his first name is George, but Sowden believed that the best way to achieve a good flavor from your coffee is to display it in a manner that's most true to the bean. So you're not doing any sort of compressing or whatnot. And it's great with this particular filter because of the fineness of the filter style. You will get a little bit of soot, so you're going to get more of like a silky body in the coffee itself, without losing a lot of the good flavor that you would from perhaps a paper filter. So today I decided to go ahead and give our this year's 2011 holiday blend a try in the soft brew method. A little bit about the holiday blend is that it is a aged Java holiday blend this year. So aged Java being the major component for it, blended with some delicious Latin American coffees and some African coffees. So the aged Java will give you like some really delicious earthy tones, and whereas the Latin Americans will give more of a spicy syrupiness to it, rounded off with the liveliness of the Africans. So you end up actually, the end result, giving you a nice rich chocolatey almost flavor to the coffee, perfect for entertaining or whatnot, because you're going to have a lot of people that are going to find this coffee very tasty. So yeah, but that's generally it. I mean, the great thing about these soft brews is that in the different methods that we've tried them, is that you can do it in anywhere from a Turkish filter to cone filter to flat bottom to French. And it's all going to be based on your own preference as to what you prefer. I have tried the cone, and this is currently what I'm trying is more of like a cone style, maybe closer to a flat bottom. But timer's about to go off in about 15 seconds. So again, like I was saying, the good thing about this filter is that you can brew it in different styles depending on your grind preference. I have found myself to prefer the cone filter. I like the flavor of it, again, because the end result of what you get from that is you get a more of a silky texture to your coffee. So the flavor is going to be more creamier almost when you're drinking it, versus something that's like paper filtered, where it's going to be a lot cleaner and a little more crisp. This thing is a little more, the mouthfeel is a lot nicer, I believe it to be. So go ahead and give it a pour. Again, the brew time on this guy was 4 minutes, and you can even see, like, just on the complexion of this cup, it has a really nice color to it. So, I mean, you know, and there's no again, there's no pressing of it. So some people believe that when you press coffee, or even for that matter, in tea as an example, some people believe when you squeeze a tea bag, you're releasing a lot of the bitter flavors out of it. But it's all preference. I happen to really enjoy the French press method. I like the flavor that comes out of it. I like the richness that comes out of it. But you know, I'm finding myself to be very, you know, in favor of this soft brew method as well now, because the flavors that come out of it are very delicious. But that's basically it. So just remember when you're making it, you want to start yourself off with some dry grounds. Pre-measure your water. 2 tablespoons of freshly ground coffee to 6 ounces of water. Just pour your water off of a boil, about a minute off boil, over the top of it. Give it a good stir, and then about anywhere from 4 to 8 minutes you can go and pour it. The great thing about these filters is that because of the really fine holes that are in the metal mesh, is that they actually will help to prevent the coffee from overbrewing. It almost ends up building like a protective layer around it as it's brewing. The soot itself actually will begin to coat those little holes and prevent the coffee from overbrew. But that's it. Again, if, you know, like I always say in my videos, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them on our Facebook page, and we will, on any one of the Facebook pages for that matter, the Costa Mesa page, UCI page, Corona del Mar page, Laguna Niguel. I mean, there's a bunch. You can go into any one of our Pete's. You go into Pete's Test and Crossing on Facebook, and you'll find all the different stores that are on the side likes. So, but again, that's it. Thanks, guys.